It's that time of year when third-year students are starting to think about graduation. Let's get out of here, they say. It's time to get a job, time to get on with your life. Yes, but one must also think about furthering your education even further than a B degree. So let's see what happens to people and the mistakes they make and the opportunities that present themselves. So let's look at your life prospects first. You can graduate, get a job and start working, start a family, be a breadwinner, and in 40 years' time you can retire. That's the way maybe your parents are doing it. But today, Generation Y is starting to think differently. They're saying, I don't want a job for 40 years. I'd like to do various things in my career. I'd like to have some excitement. And there's this saying out there that the worst thing in life you can have is a job, which for those who've got a job is easy to say. For those who haven't, maybe it's different. But let's look into it and see what we can do about that. Now, you've got to look at the various types of businesses that we have in South Africa today. Let's start off with small businesses, micro businesses. There are millions of them in South Africa, but they don't really grow because they haven't been formalized. The real exciting stuff is to be found within amongst entrepreneurs of South Africa. Those are businesses that have been formalized. They have massive growth potential, and we hope that one day they will join the formal sector and become big businesses. Now, what we've got to do is see how that growth progresses and what can be done with the business school to advance that process. Now, the idea of a business school is to be able to assist survivalist businesses in taking the first steps towards becoming entrepreneurs. And then we try to help entrepreneurs to get into the formal sector and into big business. We also try to assist those in the formal sector in running modern businesses in all that that involves today. So you've got a bachelor's degree. The option is to go on to honours. Yeah, that will take you a year. Then you can do a master's, and then you can do a PhD. But if you go the traditional route on that, you're looking at staying within the same discipline. And many young people today would like to do something different. So this is where one looks at a decision that can be made at the end of your bachelor's degree. This is the time when you can diversify. Instead of doing an honours degree, you can look at a higher diploma or a postgraduate diploma. And that leads on then to the MBA programs provided by the business schools and ultimately a PhD. That is a career in the business sector. So let's see what we can do with this. Postgraduate study can be done on a full-time basis. In those cases, postgraduate diplomas take about a year to complete. But there is also the option of going part-time and getting involved in the exciting world of work-based learning. It takes a bit longer to achieve the same thing, but you are earning a living at the same time, and there may be the prospects that your employer is going to pay for it. So, postgraduate diplomas are a fourth-year level at university, equivalent to an honours. The important thing is that they give you a chance to change onto a different bus. Now, a postgraduate diploma, if one looks at it, that one academic credit is about 10 hours of commitment, then a postgraduate diploma is looking at about 120 credits or 1,200 hours of total commitment over 12 months, or you can spread it over 24 months on a part-time basis. Let's have a look at what the Rhodes Business School has to offer in its postgraduate diploma in entrepreneurial management. That's called a PDEM. Try this. You can look to develop an entrepreneurial approach to business. You can enhance your general management skills and abilities, and deepen and update your business knowledge, understanding, and practices. All of this is done at an honours level, or what we refer to in academia as NQF Level H qualification. This is the precursor to the admission to the MBA program, which can follow if you so choose. What does this degree entail? Well, it starts off with looking at entrepreneurship in all its components. Then we look at business consulting, or how you talk to a business. Next up comes a component in business modeling. How does a business fit together? Then we look at the strategic marketing and getting the clients for a business. Then comes the people side of business, and then the exciting debate of sustainability. Finally, finishing off with looking at financial management. That's about 2/3 of your PDEM. What then follows is a project. The project is about 30% of your PDEM. That's where you get your hands dirty in the business world. You do a project on how businesses actually operate, where one tries to put all the skills that you have learned to work in creating a little business model. All of this is done in the 4th year in place of an honours, and it opens the door towards admission into an MBA program. The admission requirements are a degree at NQF level 7 from any recognised university. You must also be competent in computers, i.e. MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and using the internet. Most people who have degrees can achieve that. And then you must be able to bring your own computer device to the course for purposes of containing the notes and other stuff. The application procedure is to complete the Rhodes application form and an application form for the Rhodes Business School. This is provided together with certified copies of your degrees. So there is an alternative for the 4th year. You don't have to stay at Rhodes Business School to do your PDEM. You can keep in touch with your university by spending about 3 weeks a year back at Rhodes studying towards your PDEM. Either way, it's a very useful way to continue your career.